morning. So, yesterday I have discussed the concept of random variable, the concept of discrete random variable and its probability distribution. We have discussed the concept of mean or the expected value, the variance and the standard deviation. One particular discrete distribution that we studied is called the binomial distribution, and we saw the origin of this distribution, how it arises, and also its mean and variance. Today I will solve certain problems on the discrete distributions and including some problems on the binomial distribution. So, let us start with some of the problems. Let f be a set with 2 m plus 1 elements. So, there is a set with 2 m plus 1 elements. Let script E be the class of all subsets of F with odd number of elements. So, we consider those subsets of F which have odd number of elements. That means, they may have 1 element, they may have 3 elements, they may have 5 elements, etc. And the set of all such subsets, it is called the class. It is denoted by script E. A set is randomly selected from E, and let x be the number of elements in the selected set. So, you can understand that the selected set can have 1, 3, 5 up to 2 m plus 1 elements. So, we want to find the distribution of x and expectation of x. Let me consider. So, x can take values 1, 3 and so on up to 2 m plus 1. What is the probability that x is taking value say 2 I plus 1? Now, there are total 2 m plus 1 elements in F. So, the number of sets which will have 2 I plus 1 elements will be 2 m plus 1 choose 2 I plus 1. Total number of subsets of F will be 2 to the power 2 m plus 1. Now, those sets which have odd number of elements will be 2 to the power 2 m. So, total number of subsets which have odd number of elements, that is 2 to the power 2 m. So, that is coming in the denominator, and in the numerator I am having those sets which have 2 I plus 1 elements. So, such sets are 2 m plus 1 choose 2 I plus 1 for I is equal to 0, 1 to m. So, this is actually the probability distribution of x here. Why the sum must be 1? You can see, if we add 2 m plus 1 C 1 plus 2 m plus 1 C 3 plus 2 m plus 1 C 5 and so on up to 2 m plus 1 C 2 m plus 1, then the sum is equal to 2 to the power 2 m. So, this is a proper probability distribution. Suppose I want to calculate expectation of this. So, if we want to calculate the expectation of it, that is equal to sigma 2 I plus 1 into probability of x is equal to 2 I plus 1, I is equal to 0 to m. So, that is equal to sigma I is equal to 0 to m 2 I plus 1 2m plus 1 C 2I plus 1 divided by 2 to the power 2m. Now, this term, combination term, we will expand. So, this becomes sigma 2I plus 1 2m plus 1 factorial divided by 2I plus 1 factorial and 2m minus 2I factorial, and then this 2 to the power 2m will be there. I is equal to 0 to m. Now, this term we adjust when in the denominator we are having 2I plus 1 factorial. So, one of the 2I plus 1 will cancel out. So, we get 2m. So, this I write as 2m factorial and 2m plus 1 I take outside. So, 2m plus 1 and this divided by 2 to the power 2m. This term does not involve I. So, we can take it out of the summation sign divided by 2I factorial 2m minus 2I factorial. So, that is equal to 2m plus 1 divided by 2 to the power 2m summation I is equal to 0 to m, 2m choose 2I. So, this is actually the terms of the type 2mc0 plus 2mc2 plus 2mc4 and so on up to 2mc2m. The total sum of this is 2 to the power 2m minus 1. So, that is equal to 2m plus 1 divided by 2 to the power 2m into 2 to the power 2m minus 1. So, this becomes 2m plus 1 by 2, that you can say m plus 1 by 2. So, the mean of this distribution, probability x equal to 2I plus 1 is equal to this, the mean of this is m plus 1 by 2. Let us take another discrete distribution example. A package of 4 ICs contains one defective. The ICs are tested one by one without replacement until the defective is found out. Let x be the number of testings required. Find distribution of x and expectation of x. So, the procedure is as follows: you will test one IC. If it is defective, then we know that it is defective. So, the experiment stops, because we know that there is one defective among the 4 ICs. If the first one is not defective, then you will take another one and we will test that. So, if that is defective, we will stop, otherwise we go to the third one. Now, in the third one, if it is defective, then we know that this is the defective. Even if this is not defective, then we know that the remaining one will be defective. So, x can take values 1, 2 and 3. We do not have to test the fourth one. So, the possible values of x are 1, 2 and 3. Let us look at the probability distribution of this. So, what is the probability of x is equal to 1? Now, there are 4 ICs and one is defective. and we are saying that the first one itself, if we choose, it is defective, then the probability of that will be 1 by 4. How the probability of x will be 2? That means the first one is not defective, that means we choose from the good ones, that is 3 by 4. Now there are 3 remaining, out of which one is defective. So in the second one we are choosing the defective. So the probability of that will be 1 by 3. So 3 by 4 into 1 by 3, which is again 1 by 4. Now in fact you do not have to calculate the probability x equal to 3, because that is the only remaining value. You have 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that is half. So this probability will be half. However, I will show you how the logical argument can also be given. See, you can have 3 by 4, then 2 by 3, now 1 is left. So that 1 can be defective or it cannot, need not be defective. So you will have 2 cases. Now if you add these two, you are getting 1 by 4. Sorry, 1 by 2. This is equal to 1 by 2. So this is probability x is equal to 3. So this is the probability distribution of x here. Now I want to calculate expectation of x. So expectation of x becomes 1 into 1 by 4 plus 2 into 1 by 4 plus 3 into 1 by 2. So this value is nothing but 9 by 4. Let x be a discrete random variable with distribution probability x is equal to k is given by c divided by 2 to the power k for k equal to 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1 for n greater than or equal to 1. So first of all, what is the value of c? What is the expectation of x? Now if this is the probability distribution, then sum of all the probabilities must be equal to 1, that is summation probability x equal to k, k is from 0 to n minus 1, that must be equal to 1. So if we sum this 1 by 2 to the power k, k equal to 0 to n minus 1, then this is nothing but a sum of a finite geometric progression. So this value we can easily calculate. The first term is 1, then you have half and so on, plus 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1. By the formula of the sum of a geometric progression, we know 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r into a is 1 here. So it is equal to c into 2 to the power n minus 1 divided by 2 to the power n minus 1. Now we are saying this is equal to 1, which will give the value of c as 2 to the power n minus 1 divided by 2 to the power n minus 1. So in the distribution of x, the value of c is given by this. Now in order to calculate the expectation of x, that is equal to sigma k into probability x is equal to k, k equal to 0 to n minus 1. So probability x equal to k, that is c times 1 by 2 to the power k, k equal to 0 to n minus 1. Now this is arithmetico-geometric progression or geometrico-arithmetic series. So we can write it as c the first term is 0, the second term is half, then the third term will be 2 by 2 square, then you will have 3 by 2 cube and so on, plus n minus 1 divided by 2 to the power n minus 1. Now, suppose I call this series as S. So, S is equal to half plus 2 by 2 square plus 3 by 2 cube n minus 1 divided by 2 to the power n minus 1. Then S by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 square plus 2 by 2 cube and so on, plus n minus 2 divided by 2 to the power n minus 1 plus n minus 1 divided by 2 to the power n. So, if we subtract from 1 to 2, that is 1 minus 2 if I do, then I will get S minus S by 2 is S by 2 is equal to half, then 2 by 2 square minus 1 by 2 square, that becomes 1 by 2 square, 3 by 2 cube minus 2 by 3 cube, that is becoming 1 by 2 cube and so on, plus 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1 minus n minus 1 divided by 2 to the power n. If you see this term, it is again a geometric progression and we know the sum of it. So, that is equal to half 1 minus 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1 divided by 1 minus half minus n minus 1 by 2 to the power n. So, we can easily simplify this and we get the value of S is equal to 2 to the power n minus 2n divided by 2 to the power n minus 1. And once again, expectation x is nothing but c times this term. So, that is simplified, it is becoming so expectation of x is given by this term. In this problem, I have demonstrated here that there is a geometric series as well as you are evaluating the constant such that sum of all the terms is equal to 1. Let x be a discrete random variable with probability distribution so it takes values xi minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 0 1 2 3 4 and the corresponding probabilities are 2k square. For minus 2 the probability is k, for minus 1 the probability is 2k, for 0 the probability is 3k, for 1 the probability is 2k, for 2 the probability is k, for 3 the probability is 7k square and for 4 the probability is k square, where k is such that it is a proper probability distribution. You have to find k, expectation x and variance of x. So, the sum of all the probabilities must be equal to 1. So, if you sum this, you are getting 2k square plus 7 plus 1, that is 10k square plus k plus 2k plus 3k plus 2k plus k, that is 9k is equal to 1, which you can write as 10k square plus 9k minus 1 is equal to 0, which can be expressed as 10k minus 1 into k plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, this gives you two values, k is equal to 1 by 10 and minus 1. But k is equal to minus 1 is not possible, because that will give you some probabilities equal to negative and also the probability is greater than 1. For example, this will become 2, this will become minus 1. So, these cannot be values of the probabilities. So, k is equal to minus 1 is not possible. So, the correct value is k equal to 1 by 10. So, if you have k is equal to 1 by 10, then you substitute the values here, you will get the proper distribution of x here. So, what are the probabilities? Then the probability distribution of x is probability x is equal to minus 3, that is equal to 2 into 1 by 10 square. So, it becomes 1 by 50. The probability x equal to minus 2, that is k, that is 1 by 10. Probability that x equal to minus 1, that is 2k, that is 2 by 10, that is 1 by 5. Probability that x equal to 0, that is 3k, that is 3 by 10. Probability x equal to 1, that is equal to 2 into 1 by 10, that is 1 by 5. Probability x equal to 2 is k, that is 1 by 10, and the probability x equal to 3, that is 7k square. So, that becomes 7 by 100, and probability x equal to 4, that is equal to 1 by 100, that is k square. So, we have obtained the probability distribution of x. It is taking values from 3, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, expectation of x is nothing but minus 3 into 1 by 50, minus 2 into 1 by 10, minus 1 into 1 by 5, plus 0 into 3 by 10, plus 1 into 1 by 5, plus 2 into 1 by 10, plus 3 into 7 by 100, plus 4 into 1 by 100. So, we can easily evaluate this, it is equal to 19 by 100. In order to calculate the variance, we can apply the simplified formula. Variance of x is equal to expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. So, if we apply that, we get expectation of x square is equal to minus 3 square into 1 by 50 plus minus 2 square into 1 by 10 plus minus 1 square into 1 by 5 plus 0 square into 3 by 10 plus 1 square into 1 by 5 plus 2 square into 1 by 10 plus 3 square into 7 by 100 plus 4 square into 1 by 100. So, if we evaluate it, this turns out to be 47 by 20. So, variance of x is expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. So, if we simplify this, it turns out to be approximately 2.3139. In this problem, let me repeat, we are given the probabilities of different values of x in terms of certain unknown constant k. By applying the condition that sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1, we are able to evaluate the value of k. Here you can see that what is the feasible value we have to check, because we are getting two values, but one of them is not appropriate, because that leads to either negative probabilities or probabilities which are greater than 1. Therefore, we choose the value which is giving you the proper probabilities. After determining the distribution, then expectation and variance can be calculated by using the given formulae. Not only that, we can calculate certain probabilities also. For example, in this, if I want to calculate what is the probability, so let us ask some probability problems here. In this distribution, find probability mod x say greater than or equal to 2. So, now we are saying mod x is greater than or equal to 2, that is equivalent to saying x is greater than or equal to 2 or x is less than or equal to minus 2. So, that is equal to probability x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3 plus x is equal to 4. Similarly, if I say x is less than or equal to minus 2, then it is equal to probability x equal to minus 3 and x equal to minus 2. X is equal to minus 2. Now, all these probabilities are available here. So, we have to only sum all of this here. Given any probability distribution, all the probabilities, that is the probability that random variable will take this value, random variable will take value in this range, the mean, the variance or the standard deviation, all of them can be determined. Let us take one more problem. Let x be a discrete random variable with possible values -2, -1, 1 and 2. It is given that probability of x is equal to -2 is 1 by 3 and probability x is equal to 2 is 13 by 60. But probabilities of -1 and +1 are not given. Further, it is known that expectation of x is equal to -17 by 60. Determine probability of x equal to -1 and probability x is equal to 1. So, from the given information, we have to calculate the probabilities of x is equal to -1 and x is equal to 1. So, we apply the condition that sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1. So, probability x is equal to -2 plus probability x equal to 2 plus probability x equal to -1 plus probability x equal to 1 is equal to 1. So, if we apply this condition 1 by 3 plus 13 by 60, now these values are not given to us. So, we make some assumption, let us assume probability x equal to -1 is q and probability x equal to 1 is p. So, this is q plus p is equal to 1. So, this will give you p plus q is equal to, so 13 by 60 plus 1 by 3 you add and subtract from 1. So, we get here it is equal to 9 by 20. Let me call this equation 1. So, we get one condition on the value of probability x equal to 1 and the value of probability x equal to -1. It is in the form of this equation p plus q is equal to 9 by 20. Now, second condition we can determine because expectation is given. Now, expectation formula if we apply, then it is -2 into 1 by 3, x can take value +2 probability is 13 by 60 plus q into minus 1 plus p into 1, that is equal to minus 17 by 60. So, once again we can easily simplify this. So, minus 2 by 3, this is 13 by 30, you subtract this number and take it to the other side. So, you get p minus q is equal to minus 1 by 20. So, now we have two relations, that is two equations in p and q. So, we can easily solve them. P is equal to 1 by 5 and q is equal to 1 by 4. So, probability x is equal to 1 in this problem is 1 by 5 and probability x equal to minus 1 is equal to 1 by 4. So, from the given condition we are able to derive the values. So, ultimately what we are checking in all these problems, that it should be a proper probability distribution. That means, the probabilities lie between 0 and 1 and sum of the probabilities is equal to 1, and in case we are required to calculate expectation or the variance, then we are applying the relevant formula for that. A similar problem is next problem. Suppose x is a discrete random variable with distribution given by probability x equal to minus 1 is equal to 1 minus 2 alpha by 3, probability x is equal to 1 is equal to 1 plus 2 alpha by 3, probability x is equal to 0 is equal to 1 by 3, where alpha is a real number. Find range of alpha. That means, for what values of alpha this is a proper probability distribution. Also determine values of alpha for which variance of x is maximum or minimum. So, first of all let us check whether it is a proper probability distribution. So, sum of the probabilities must be equal to 1. Let us see 1 minus 2 alpha by 3 plus 1 plus 2 alpha by 3 plus 1 by 3. So, this 2 alpha by 3 minus 2 alpha by 3 cancels out, we get 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is equal to 1. So, one condition is satisfied. Now, second condition is that the probabilities must lie between 0 and 1. So, if we apply that condition, you should have 0 less than or equal to 1 minus 2 alpha by 3 less than or equal to 1. Now, this can be easily simplified. You get 0 less than or equal to 1 minus 2 alpha less than or equal to 3, which is equivalent to saying, now if you apply this condition, alpha becomes less than or equal to half, and if you apply on this side, you get alpha greater than or equal to minus 1. Let me call it condition number 1. Similarly, if I apply the condition 0 less than or equal to 1 plus 2 alpha by 3 less than or equal to 1, that is, this probability is between 0 and 1, then this will lead to 0 less than or equal to 1 plus 2 alpha less than or equal to 3. Then this is equivalent to, now if you look at this, alpha is less than or equal to 1, and if you apply on this side, we get alpha greater than or equal to minus 1 by So, let us look at these two conditions here. Alpha is between -1 to half, and in the second one we get alpha is from -half to 1. So, if you take the intersection of the two regions, I will get alpha is from -half to +half. So, taking intersection of two regions in 1 and 2, we get the range of alpha as -half less than or equal to alpha less than or equal to half. So, in order that the probabilities 1 minus 2 alpha by 3, 1 plus 2 alpha by 3 and 1 by 3 define a probability distribution, the relevant range for alpha will be -half to half. Now, the second part of the problem is that we want to determine the values of alpha for which variance of x is maximum or minimum. So, we calculate the variance. So, first of all, what is expectation of x? So, expectation of x is -1 into 1 minus 2 alpha by 3 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 alpha by 3 plus 0 into 1 by 3. Here you can see it becomes simply -1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 cancels out. Here we get 2 alpha by 3 and here also you get 2 alpha by 3. So, it becomes 4 alpha by 3. Similarly, if I calculate expectation of x square, then I get -1 square into 1 minus 2 alpha by 3 plus 1 square into 1 plus 2 alpha by 3 plus 0 square into 1 by 3. So, that is equal to 1 minus 2 alpha by 3 plus 1 plus 2 alpha by 3. So, it becomes simply 2 by 3. So, variance of x is expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square, that is equal to 2 by 3 minus 16 alpha square by 9. Easily you can see you are getting alpha square term in the negative. So, that means this term is always positive. So, this term will be minimum if alpha is minimum, that is alpha is equal to 0, that will give me the maximum value of variance. So, variance x is maximum when alpha is equal to 0. Now, to look at the minimum, you have to have the maximum value of mod alpha. Now, in this range the maximum value of mod alpha will be alpha is equal to plus half, because alpha is equal to minus half and plus half both lead to mod alpha is equal to half. So, that will give me the minimum value of variance x. Of course, you can give a different argument also by using direct analysis. Let us call it say g alpha. This function let me call g alpha, that is equal to 2 by 3 minus 16 alpha square by 9. So, if I look at g prime alpha, that is equal to minus 32 alpha by 9. So, that is positive if minus half less than or equal to alpha less than 0, and it is less than 0 if 0 less than alpha greater than half. So, the shape of this function g alpha, if we plot at minus half to 0, it is positive, that means it is increasing, and then from 0 to half, sorry I wrote this as 0 to half, it is decreasing because it is negative. So, the maximum value is here and we are looking at the range from minus half to plus half. So, the minimum value that is obtained that is at minus half and plus half. The function is like this, and in fact the value at minus half and plus half is equal also. So, the minimum value of G alpha is attained at alpha is equal to minus half and alpha is equal to plus half. Let us deal with one problem related to Bernoullian trials. So, independent questions are posed in a quiz to a candidate if the candidate fails to answer, he or she has to leave the quiz. Let the probability of answering a question be, say, P. It is known that the candidate answers an even number of questions and then fails is 0.9. What is P? So, let us look at the question. Independent questions are posed in a quiz to a candidate. So, if the candidate fails to answer, then the candidate has to leave the quiz. So, that means as long as the candidate is able to answer, he continues in the quiz competition. Now, the probability of answering every question we are taking to be P. So, it becomes a Bernoullian trial. That means, a question is asked, if the candidate answers correctly, the probability is P. The candidate does not answer correctly, the probability is 1 minus P. And since I have made assumption that independence, so it becomes actually independent Bernoullian trials. So, now let us say x is the number of questions asked to the candidate. Then x can take values 1, 2 and so on. So, if he is totally asked k question, that means the last question he did not answer. So, the probability is 1 minus p, or we also can call it q, and before that he is able to correctly answer k minus 1 questions. So, it is p to the power k minus 1 into 1 minus p, where k is equal to 1, 2 and so on. Now, it is given that the candidate answers an even number of questions correctly with probability 0.9. That means, probability that x is equal to 2k plus 1. Okay. What does it mean? K equal to 0 means x is equal to 1. So, that means he does not answer any question correctly. Then if we look at x is equal to 3, that means 2 questions he answers, third question he is not able to answer. So, like that. So, this is equal to 0.9. Now, this is equal to p to the power 2k into q, k equal to 0 to infinity, that is equal to, now this is nothing but an infinite geometric series. The sum is q divided by 1 minus p square, that is given to be 0.9. So, we can easily solve this equation, because this is nothing but 1 minus p divided by 1 minus p into 1 plus p, that is equal to 0.9. So, this cancels out and you are getting 1 plus p is equal to 10 by 9, that means p is equal to 1 by 9. That means the candidate can answer each question correctly with probability 1 by 9. So, this is an example where we have used Bernalian trials here. Let me give another example in which binomial distribution is used. A missile can successfully hit a target with probability 0.75 if 3 successful hits can destroy the target completely. How many missiles must be fired simultaneously so that the probability of completely destroying the target is not less than 0.95. So, let us assume that n missiles are fired and x is the number of missiles hitting the target. Now, this you can consider independent firings. So, each missile can hit the target or it may not hit the target. So, it becomes a Bernalian trial which are performed independently and the identical probability of success is 0.75. So, if x is the number of success, then x will have binomial distribution with n is equal to with n and p is equal to 0.75. This is p is equal to 0.75. Now, we want probability that x is greater than or equal to 3 to be greater than or equal to 0.95, because if more than or equal to 3 hits are correct, then the target is destroyed. So, we want probability of x to be greater than or equal to 3. So, this we can easily calculate. This we can write as 1 minus probability x less than 3 greater than or equal to 0.95. So, this is equivalent to probability x less than 3 less than or equal to 0.05. So, that is probability of x is equal to 0 plus probability x is equal to 1 plus probability x is equal to 2 less than or equal to 0.05. So, from the binomial distribution, the probability of x is NCx p to the power x 1 minus p to the power n minus x. So, probability x equal to 0 becomes 1 minus p to the power n. So, that is 1 minus 3 by 4 to the power n plus NC1 1 minus 3 by 4 to the power n minus 1 into 1 by 4 plus NC2 1 minus 3 by 4 to the power n minus 2 1 by 4 square less than or equal to 0.05. So, this becomes a little bit of algebra here. This first term is 1 by 4 to the power n plus n 1 by 4 to the power n minus 1 into 1 by 4 3 by 4, this is 3 by 4 plus n into n minus 1 by 2 1 by 4 to the power n minus 2 3 by 4 square less than or equal to 0.05. So, we can simplify this. Ten into 9n square minus 3n plus 2 less than or equal to 4 to the power n. Now, we have to check for what values of n this becomes true. For example, if I take n is equal to 1, then the right hand side is 4 and the left hand side becomes 9 minus 3, that is 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 10 is 80. So, this condition is not satisfied. If I take n is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, the condition is not satisfied. The condition is satisfied first for n is equal to 6. This condition is satisfied for n greater than or equal to 6. So, the minimum value is minimum number of firings must be 6. So, the physical interpretation is that if each missile can successfully hit with the probability 3 by 4 and we need at least 3 successful hits, then we should fire at least 6 missiles to have more than 95% chance of hitting the target or destroying the target completely. Let me just give one problem in a quick fashion. An item is defective with probability 0.01. So, this is an industrial item. In the industrial item, there is an assembly line where the items are being produced. So, on the average, out of every 100 items, one item is defective. Now, a customer has to buy a pack of 10. So, what is the probability that in a pack of 10 none or only one defective is there? Okay. So, if x is the number of defectives out of 10, then x follows binomial 10.01. So, probability x less than or equal to 1 will become probability x equal to 0 plus probability x is equal to 1, that is 0.99 to the power 10 plus 10 into 0.99 to the power 9 into 0.01. So, that is equal to 0.9957 approximately. I will spend one more class on various tutorial problems on various probabilities. Okay.